Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I was pleased to be invited to Feast, which is a celebration of 50 years of Asian culinary arts education at the Vancouver Community College. And this happened on September the 27th at their premises at JJ's restaurant in the VCC downtown campus located at 250 East Pender Street on the third floor. And it was quite a memorable lunch. It was the proceeds of the event were used for two areas to support the 2025 VCC Asian Culinary Team to go to the International Chinese Chef Master Competition in Macao, and also the other part of the proceeds would go to the Asian Culinary Arts Program Fund. And what we got to try is a very wonderful multi-course menu that featured different chefs and their kind of takes on different Chinese and Asian cuisine. The first dish is a amuse bouche trio, and this was made by Chef Sun and Chef Lee, who are the students that are going to represent VCC at this competition in Macau. So that was very special. So you have the chicken terrine with squash puree, then we have the taipanji potato croquette, and then the silken prawn ball with green herb bisque. All I thought were done nicely. The plating and the presentation was very good. To note that all three of them were actually cold, so a little bit surprising, but it was, again, a good effort. La Friends Winery sponsored the wine, and we were having their Riesling. It really went well with all the dishes, and it reminded me of how good La Friends wines are. I think they're still fairly affordable. I haven't checked their prices lately, but I do recall that they always have a great intensity of flavors, and this wine was no exception. Everyone quite enjoyed it. Nice acidity, lots of tropical flavors. Intensity of food is very good on these wines, and that's very prototypical for La Friends. Each course was prepared by a different chef, and I believe most of them are either instructors or alumni of VCC. So this one was Chef Toby Chen, and his course was Tu Chow Soya Duck Terrine with Swatao rice vinegar. Again, very well plated dish, very professional. He is a professional chef. And I thought the taste profile was quite nice. Flavors were quite balanced. Next course was done by Chef Jason Wu. This is a slow roasted salmon with lobster laksa essence. So when you hear laksa, you always think very spicy, but this was very light and mild. I thought the sauce did have a lot of lobster, and the salmon was cooked quite nicely. So I thought it was a very successful dish. VCC was talking about the enormous growth they have and the very exciting plans to update their whole premises and their whole downtown campus. So that's going to be very exciting. And this restaurant is supposedly a restaurant that you can go to and try out food and service at a very reasonable pricing. It is kind of limited in terms of the hours, but I would try to check it out. Next was Chef Stanley Pack, and he had a sushi omakase platter, which had a couple of California roll type rolls, and then I think a chopped scallop roll on the right hand side. So very interesting. Again, I think design plating was nice, and also the taste I think was good. I think of the dishes we've had so far, I think my favorite would have been the slow roasted salmon. Next dish is by Chef Warren Chow. I believe he is from Wildlight in UBC, which is a Michelin recommended restaurant. This is black pepper jam glazed short rib with preserved mustard, fried labaco, broccolini, and pickled daikon. So they had different elements of dish, lots of different elements to talk about here. The fried labaco, it was peculiar, different, innovative. Tasted more like a hash brown that tastes like labaco. So it's a little weird, but different and innovative. The pickled daikon was pickled and very vinegary. I thought the shortbread was very nicely cooked, so I thought it was all in all a very nice dish. The dessert came in two parts. We had first the mango pomelo sago delight, which actually may not in the photo look as good, but I thought it was quite good. It could have been a little bit colder, but I thought it was quite delicious. And then they had the yuzu jasmine mooncake. So the layer on the top was, I think, the yuzu, and then the inside of the mooncake was jasmine. Very neat. All in all, I think the presentation was quite good. It's difficult because these are chefs that are kind of cooking one time with a different kitchen and different staff. So it's a little bit more difficult, I would say. But I think they did a pretty decent job. And I think it showed the innovation that the chef community has in Vancouver. Many of them are fairly young, and so they have many years ahead of them to kind of grow. So I think it's about supporting the Asian chefs and their program at the Vancouver Community College, which has produced a lot of successful chefs like Warren Chow of Wildlight. And so I think it was a great thing to do. It did showcase our talent in the Asian community, and I was really happy to be part of this. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Until next time, happy eating.